Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 3 of Let's Play Gnomoria. Now, if you remember last time, we started building a wall. We got some merchanting done, got some alpacas, some farming going on, and we're starting to get our workshop set up. You know, it's been a very productive couple of days, if I say so myself, and I do. I really don't know how to do the whole, like, recapping the past episodes things. I mean, guys, there were some gnomes, and, they did some stuff, and, now they're gonna do some more stuff. Oh, I remember what we did. We made the Great Hall. Look at that Great Hall. It is great. I bet you didn't see that pun coming. But, there you go. Alright, let's get the show on the road, shall we? Oh, look, the gnomes are moving. Right. Let's see. Okay, now he's still building a wall. They're building the wall. That's cool. You know, I'm happy that they are. I don't really have anything else for them to build, so good for them. Actually, in a minute, I probably am gonna have something else for them to build because looking at the whole, you know, situation here of how much metal we have lying around. By the way, oh, hey, how's the video quality, guys? Is the video quality better? I hope it is, because if it's not, then you won't be able to see these little ore things here. They're ore, basically. There's like 4 malachite ore, and then the rest of it's copper and tin, which is good, actually. It's very good, because I need copper and tin to make bronze. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of strange that I guess, you know, an alpaca was just born. I don't know if you guys saw that down there. It said an alpaca was born. That's cool. The whole, I thought I had only bought those a couple days ago, and I just had a yak born just a couple days ago. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe alpacas just do it faster or something. I guess that wouldn't really have anything to do with how fast their children are born, but, you know, well, you know, alpacas, they do take up less space, actually, so maybe they just have babies faster. I mean, that's, you know, it's plausible. So, by the way, guys, if you don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm mining out a vein of copper. And the way you do that is you just sort of, well, do what I'm doing right here. Okay, so now both of my miners are just got tired of one, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. So okay, now what you do is you just sort of mine it bit by bit. There's another way to actually do mining, but we probably won't get to that until we get at least a couple levels deeper, I think. Yeah. So wow, when I said that, I sounded like that goat from those goat videos. Have you guys been seeing those goat videos, like where it's like, oh, you know, Taylor Swift's song Goat Edition, or this song Goat Edition, and you're just like, shut up. All right, you know, I don't know what the appeal is of having goats sing your songs with you, but you've seen one goat, you've seen them all. All right, that's my particular opinion. Wow, we got kind of far afield from the topic of Gnomoria here, didn't we? I guess I shouldn't blame you for that, but, you know, hey, what can I say? There's not much to talk about. I'm just sort of mining things. I'm digging in the ground and just waiting for my gnomes to do their crap. So, actually, something I probably ought to do is, well, see, I have these crates here, and the crates, I think, are, yeah, they're full. So, we're actually pretty decent as far as food is concerned. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do. Alright, so, okay. So, in the previous episode, I mentioned how you can't replace the floor under furniture that's already been built, which is really annoying. I find it to be incredibly annoying. You know, that's just me, though. But I'm not going to expect RoboBob to fix it. Why would he? You know, it's part of what makes the game interesting. If he fixes all the problems that we have, then, well, at some point it just becomes too easy. Don't tell him I said that, though. Anyway, so now I'm unbuilding, I'm deconstructing these these 4 tables, and then I'm going to replace the dirt floor underneath them. And by the way, if they're deconstructing these things, that means that they're almost finished with the wall. Look at that. They're getting so close. Look at that. Man, that's awesome. So, oh, hey, oh, awesome news. Okay, so remember how I was telling you about how I have the 2 pastures set up, and the 2 pastures are basically one of them has 6 females and 1 male, and then the other one has as many of the other ones. So basically what it means is once these things are both up to full, they'll be producing basically 1 thing every day. 1 alpaca or yak or llama. I guess these are llamas. Well, I mean, no, it's emus. Emus that are the 3rd thing there. They look kind of like ostriches. And so, as you can see here, because this little llama guy is over here, it means that he is a male. See, male. And that means that I can kill him. I am such a nice guy. Man. You know, now, you're wondering why I'm so happy about killing animals. Besides the fact that I'm just strange and kind of morbid. It's that animals have bones. And bones are... that didn't get any less morbid. I thought it was gonna get less morbid, but it didn't. It's basically bones. You need them for making bone carvers. No, you don't actually need them to make bone carvers. You need them to make a bone needle at your bone carver, which is kind of unfortunate. Because when you have, the 2 yaks at the beginning, you can't just slaughter one of them, because then you only have 1 yak, and it takes 2 to tango, and by tango, I mean make more yaks. And so, yeah, that's unfortunate. The idea is that you kill a male that you don't need, the extra male, and you make a bone needle out of its bone. And the reason you need a bone needle is because your tailor shop, I think your tailor shop needs a bone needle. And if your tailor shop needs a bone needle, then I guess you need a bone needle to make beds. So that's a really long and convoluted whatever to explain that, hey, we need beds. But there you go. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what I need to make a loom. I need a chair. Where are my chairs? I have pine chairs. Why do I have pine chairs that are just chilling out? Did I forget to... No, I guess I don't know. I'm strange. So that's okay though, because we can use those chairs. So I need a loom. Oh, and it takes 4 sticks, so I guess I need 4 sticks then, don't I? And the loom. By the way, sticks, they make 2 each. Okay, so I'm only making 2 of them. It makes sense, I promise. Loom and chairs. Well, there you go. Okay, so that's nice. I'm gonna build myself a loom, because you need looms to make bolts of cloth. And now, looks as if they're making their stone knife blades. Now I'm going to look at now you know what I need, is I need a butcher shop. So table, chair, knife. Why do I have so many tables? I guess, okay, alright, so butcher shop, sure. Pine chair, sure. Okay, that's awesome. So then I'm just going to turn this, and wait, didn't I already build a butcher shop? I guess I didn't. I was gonna build a butcher shop somewhere over here, because it'd be closer to the animals, and it wouldn't be dumb. But apparently I just didn't do that. So okay, so now, what are we doing? We're building stuff. Someone's calling me, but my phone's on vibrate, so you can't hear the ringtone. I'm just informing you of that because it's what's going on right now. It also has nothing to do with gnomes, but I'm ignoring my calls for you, viewers. I thought I should mention that. I'm glad I didn't have my phone not on vibrate, because depending on who's calling me, it's either Electric Six's Gay Bar or Nyan Cat. I'm not proud of that, but actually I am kind of proud of that. It's kind of funny. Don't you think it's funny? Nyan Cat, oh man. And by the way, you know, if you guys have never heard of Electric Six, great band, great band. The entire music video of that song, the only person in it is Abraham Lincoln. You know, yeah. I guess you just gotta see it too. That's what happened. They didn't rebuild my tables. They didn't rebuild my tables. Gosh, this is what happens when I start talking about Nyan Cat. This is what happens. Alright, that's alright. That's alright. We're just gonna build those 4 pine tables there. And hopefully, yeah. Alright, and, that means we need to build another sandstone table for our merchant thingy. Okay, we're good. So now we have a butcher shop. Hey, butcher shop. So the way the butcher shop works is you have your different pastures here, and you have your corpses. And by the way, corpses also have body parts in them. Don't ask. I mean, I guess, you know, if the body is dead, then I guess the individual parts of it are also dead. Man, you know, it's really tough to talk about this game without being morbid. Eventually I'm going to start talking about grinding up my enemies and making them into sausage. And, you know, well, it just goes downhill from there. So, okay, so you'll notice, yeah, so here's my male and my female alpaca, here's my male and my female yak. There should actually be 2 female yaks in here. I guess it's just weird. But here's my male alpaca, and I'm just gonna butcher him. Yeah. Oh, look, more wheat. That's good. I like wheat. Wheat is yummy, actually. Notice I'm saying wheat. Wheat. Yeah. Okay. So now the next thing I need to do is I actually need to make myself a bone carver, and I think the best place to make a bone carver is pretty much right next to my butcher shop, I guess. You know, it's unclear. It's, you know, where exactly to put your bone carver. That's one of those things, because bones, you know, they like to say, oh yeah, bones, you know, now they have a use for them, because if you played before, they didn't actually have any use. They just didn't. I'm sad to say that, but they really didn't. So table and chair, sorry. So now they have a use. You can make, I think, shirts with them, bone shirts, and you can make bone walls and bone floor tiles, floor tiles. And, sorry, I'm lexdesic. I put the sexy in dyslexic. Okay, so you can make floor tiles with bones, and you can also make one more thing. Oh, bone needles. Bone needles, right. And, you know, do you know how many bone needles you need to basically make everything in the game that requires bone needles? You need one. You need one bone needle. And look, oh, you can also make statuettes with them. How cool is that? Statuettes. I'm sure they'd probably add to your kingdom worth, you know, and that's about it. And, you know, honestly, if you don't want to be killed by mants, you know, you don't gratuitously add to your kingdom worth. It's just not a good idea. You know, I guess, you know, maybe you don't know if you're not an expert in this game, but it's really, yeah, it's just, you know, it's not recommended. It's just simply, you know, just be careful. Be careful when you start making bone statuettes. If you have enough spare resources to get up a kiln, you know, where you make pottery stuff, then it's a sign that you're probably going to be killed by mants in the next couple of days. I'm sorry to say that. Okay, so hey, so, carpenter? Yeah. So we are going to make ourselves some 4-poster beds. So we're going to make 5 right now. I'm sorry, we're going to make 4-poster bed frames. Please note that these are not actually 4-poster beds. They're just bed frames. They're not okay, I think that was clear. Problem is, both my miners, I think, are sleeping right now, so that means that they're not going to make the chair and the table that we need for the oh, and you're going to start making blocks again. That's very sweet of you. You know, that's alright. they're not going to make the chair and the table that we need to build the tailor shop. By the way, this is a tailor shop right here. Hey, so, good news, guys. Today is the last day of spring in Gnomoria. Ooh, bad news. Okay, hang on. We forgot to build ourselves a training grounds. That's bad news. Ah, and look at it. It's just so perfectly situated, too. Okay. No, come on. No. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Let's make ourselves some sticks. Yeah. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but they also make good training dummies. Which is actually what you need for the training grounds. You know, that's really nice because honestly, being honest here, being brutally honest, when the game first came out, the costs for making training grounds were a little bit excessive. It was like 10 planks and 10 stone blocks, and it's like, look at the training grounds. Just look at them. It's like 2 posts and a weapon rack. I guess it's a weapon rack. You know, we'll say it's a weapon rack because that makes it sound a little cooler than if it was just like a little thingy. But yeah, it's 2 posts. It's 2 training dummies. You guys, I mean, you know, being honest here, you don't really need that much for making like training dummies. Okay, so hey, because we're gonna start being killed by goblins in the next couple of days, we need a forge, mold, hearth, and bellows. Please remember that for me and then remind me when I go and make that stuff. I'm just kidding, you can't talk. Forge, mold. Is that right? Hearth mold and bellows. Forge. I'm making a forge. Yes, I am. Okay. Awesome. That's super. Okay, so, and they'll build that shortly. And I'm actually just going to put a blacksmith here too, even though it's going to be a little while. Oh, and hearth and bellows. Okay, so that's another thing. Hearth and bellows. Hearth. And bellows. Hearth. And, oh, so that's what the mold looks like. Hey guys, they gave the mold a skin. Robo Bob gave. Well, you can't see it right now because there's a hearth thingy on top of it. But yeah, they gave the mold a skin. It used to just look. I don't even remember what it used to look like, but it wasn't a real thing. But that's super cool. That's, you know, about darn time. Yeah. No, yeah. Robo Bob. It's every week he updates, and it's always something great. You know. Really like that guy. Okay, so yeah, now the training grounds are made. Now see, all right, so by the way, it's now summer. Congratulations, it's officially summer. And what that means is in about 2 hours gnome time, I'm going to get some more gnomes, which is good on the one hand. And not so good on the other, because it basically means that goblins are going to start coming and they're going to start, you know, killing us. Oh, dang. Okay, so yeah. Wow, man, I'm sorry. I'm being a little bit spazzy right now. One of the other reasons that you need to get your tailor shop up earlier is because tailor shops actually are the only things that can make bandages. Hey, it's saving. And bandages are what you need when your people start bleeding. Now, in the beginning, when bad guys first start coming, hopefully they'll be unarmed, and so you won't have to worry about bleeding damage too much. You'll just have to worry about dying. But either way, you know, you should have bandages nearby. You should always have bandages nearby. And they're still not making this. They're still not making this, tailor shop, and I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because look at my bone carver. Nobody's made this bone needle. You want to know why nobody's made the bone needle? Is because nobody has the bone carving profession. There you go. Now you stop ranching and you carve me some bones. Carve me some bones. Come on. Come on. Where are you? He's sleeping, isn't he? Wait for it. Yep. There you go. It's Dinadacatork. The very same guy who fell asleep on the very first day. And now he's sleeping on the job again. Alright, bone needle. Oh, awesome. Perfect. Okay, so now I just have to remake that again. The tailor shop. Okay. And apparently I don't have a chair. Why don't I have a chair? I thought I told you to make a chair. Okay, that's right. So hey, by the way, guys, 9 nomads have arrived. 9 nomads. That's awesome. That basically means that now my population has doubled. And that also means that I need to assign these guys new whatever, because they don't come assigned. So this guy, he's obviously good at wood stuff, and so I just need to make sure that he doesn't haul anything. And by the way, your gnomes most of the time will Woody. I'm gonna call you Woody. Gnomes most of the time don't come with hauling on, and so this guy, he is actually good at building too, isn't he? Building. Yeah, so he came with both of them. So I'm gonna call you Miner Build. This is my strategy for things. I just name their professions whatever they actually do. Novel idea there, right? Okay, so this guy's a woodcutter too. But look, okay, so he has a good fighting and brawling skill. He also has really good weapon and armor crafting. Maybe I should make him that instead. I'm actually gonna hold off on this guy first. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet. Depending on, okay, so he has a really good sword skill, and he doesn't really appear to be good at anything else. Sorry, buddy. So you're going into the military. So I'm just gonna call you a fighter, and I'm gonna make sure that you have nothing checked. You shouldn't even have hauling checked. Yeah, awesome. I'm actually gonna name you fighter because I feel like you shouldn't have a name if you suck at everything except fighting. Okay, fighter. Fighter 1. Because, there's going to be more than one of them, and you don't want them to all be named the same thing. Okay, so this guy, now he's got pretty good combat skills overall, and also not really good at anything. He's pretty good at tinkering. I'm gonna call you Eventual Tinker, because eventually he's gonna be a tinker. I think that was pretty self-explanatory. But whatever. Hey, it's my Let's Play. I'm gonna do it however the hell I want. That's right. Okay, now this guy. Okay, now this guy has got the whole blacksmithing thing down. I mean, all of his skills are relatively decent, and in not a very long time, he's gonna be quite good. And I'm gonna also make him a builder as well. So we're gonna call you Metal Build. Look at this, man. Isn't this a great system, or what? What does this guy do? What do you do? See, okay, now there, alright, he's pretty good at, it looks like, ranching and masonry, I guess, so I'm just gonna make you a rancher, and you can do that too, yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, and also clothing. So you're just gonna be a rancher person, I think, because ranchers also are the people who make the cloth stuff as well. I could be wrong. It could be farmers. I think it's actually farmers. So I'm just lying to you. Now this guy's obviously miner. Just need to make sure. Okay, mine build. Yep, there you go. Build. And Foodle. Oh man, dude, I like this guy's name. Even if I do put him in the military, I'm gonna keep Foodle named Foodle. That's a awesome name right there. Now, okay, so this guy, he's got pretty good fighting skills. Actually, he's got really good fighting skills overall. But he's also got some other sort of decent skills. So, and the thing is, if I put him in the military, then he's not gonna do anything. He's not gonna make anything. He's not gonna. So I'm gonna make him. You're gonna be Jack of all trades. Man, you can tell I'm a programmer because I put these things like, I do the camel letters things. Maybe I should put underscores instead. The first main programs that I ever actually submitted to, GitHub or those different sites, people always told me, oh yeah, you're not supposed to do the camel hump letter thingies anymore, but I still do them. So whoops. And brewing. Okay, so he's just great. So that means now I have double the health, but I also have double the. A honey badger has been spotted. Don't attack the honey badger. Don't attack the honey badger. Don't do it. Just go in. Go. Yes. The nomads. They're coming. Yes. Yeah. My voice gets really, really high-pitched and squeaky whenever I get excited. Sorry about that. Hey, alright, but this guy's building. Look, see, one of my new nomads is already doing something. Isn't that... that just makes me feel all good inside. So, now, alright, pro tip. So, I have a lot of tin ore. And I actually honestly didn't even mine most of it. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and anvil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tin anvil. And that sounds like the worst idea ever in real life, but we're playing Gnomoria, so we're good. Now see, all these people, they aren't doing anything. Why aren't they doing anything? So I guess we just need to start, I don't know, digging larger, oh I know, digging larger or whatever's, or you know, making larger mines so they have something to haul. So, okay, hey, now it's time to explain the military. The buttered liars of hungriness. Well, if you're buttered and you're hungry, I think you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, so, hey, fighter 1 and fighter 2 are going to be my two fighters. I bet you didn't see that coming. Yeah. Okay. And what they're going to do is they're going to be, I guess, on the move. You know, it really doesn't. I don't know. Because I don't have any melee weapons right now, and so I think I'm going to do on the move for that. And then basic positions. You have basic soldier. And you're going to put retreat if bleeding. Retreating if bleeding is a good idea. It's always a good idea. And I put on assist squad leader too because I don't know. I just do. You know, you don't have to if you don't want. No. What am I gonna do? I usually just I do something like finish them or knock them down or something like that. You know, disarm. Disarm sounds like a good idea. And so basically, the only thing you have to remember when you're setting up your military is first you have to make a squad, and then you have to put them in a formation, because it will say no formation at the beginning, and if you don't put them in a formation, then they don't do anything. That's sad. And so, you know, you just put them in a formation, and then you give them this, and see, now they both say basic soldiers, so you go over here, and you look at the formation, which, by the way, is basic formation, and it'll say that they don't have a perk. You should give them a perk. I mean, it gives them something to do. Makes them better, and then you go to your basic soldier thing and you make them a perk 2 and click retreat if bleeding, and that should be it. I also kind of like to change the whole left hand thing to any, because you know you never know what exactly they'll pick up, but it's better if they have something in that hand. Dirty joke opportunity missed. And now, okay, so now that I've made my military, I'm going to take and go to my training grounds, and I'm just going to assign the buttered liars of hungriness to train. Now watch what they're going to do. Look, oh, buttered liar of hungriness 1, buttered liar of hungriness 2. They're just chilling there. And look where they're chilling. They're chilling at the only entrance to my base. That's where they are. And what that means is that, they will just train there, and whenever anybody wants to get into my base, they will have to go through the buttered liars of hungriness, the most fearsome band of buttered liars ever to grace the brimmed land. By the way, my kingdom's called the Brimmed Land. The Brimmed Land. And if you'll notice, there's a brim there, and a brim there, and actually if you go down here, oh, there's another brim. You know, it's actually got brims on all sides, so it's pretty much the most accurately named Gnomoria land like ever, I think. So, now, Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my gnome some work, I'm going to forage my, my apple trees. Because honestly, you know, it's my food situation is not looking super. It's looking kind of squirrely. By the way, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I live in Germany, and Germans have a really hard time saying the word squirrel. I just find it funny. I guess it's not really that important. Okay, so now 10 bandages. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to craft it to 10 because it's of the utmost importance that I always have 10 bandages. And now, alright, so now I have to figure out, alright, so I need string. I need string. So I'm going to make 4 string and 5 string. And I'm going to make 5 mattresses. You'll see why in a second. And then I'm going to make this. I'm going to... Okay, alright, awesome. And then I'm going to make 5 4-poster beds, I think, right? Because I have... Yeah, exactly. And what that'll do is it'll give my new gnomes a place to sleep at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it's kind of a moment of truth here, guys, because, well, for one, the sun's about to set, but also, when I finally get these 4-poster beds made, okay, these 4-poster beds, the first time I made them after the invention of the straw bed, you would think that would have been invented first, but hey, you know, whatever. After the straw bed had been added to the game, I found that, that the gnomes would actually prefer the straw beds because they were built first. I guess that's just the... Hang on. Alright, so listen. Alright. And there's a goblin. Oh, man. Oh, no. Alright, so now here's the moment of truth. Are they gonna die? Are they gonna die? Oh, there's 2 goblins already? Oh, we're screwed. Please, nobody die. No, just come on. Come on. Yes! Oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Now, please tell me this guy isn't bleeding. Is he bleeding? No, look at this. Wow. Okay, wow. That was a remarkably good first battle. Whew, man, I was a little bit scared there. Now, I don't know why all my other gnomes went and attacked them. If that happens again, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get them to avoid enemies. And I'll show you how to do that. That's not that hard. Alright, so he's making bandages. That's cool. Who's just hanging around? There's a whole bunch of people just hanging around. Why are you guys doing that? That's severely uncool. We're going to make some more crates. 1, 2, 3, 4 crates. And we're gonna put them in the food place. Now, see, this is what happens when you get food, is you run out of place to put your food. Yeah. And so anyway, so they're just making crates, and they're gonna build the crates pretty soon. And I don't know what all these people are doing. I guess I'd better mine some or something. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and. Ball peen hammer. Woo! Okay, so actually something else I have to do is I have to go make a forge. Because I do a furnace, a furnace. And I think I need a furnace and bellows. But even if I don't need bellows, I'm just going to make bellows. Because I'm going to need them eventually. Alright, let's see. Let's see what I actually need. Furnace. Yep, for furnace and bellows. That's nice. That's very cute. Alright, and so I'm going to teach you the super awesome trick for setting up your furnace in a way that will make you the most popular guy in Gnomoria. It actually won't make you the most popular guy in Gnomoria, but I figure, you know, you're in pretty good company already because the people who play Gnomoria aren't very popular. If I'm any example, let's see, stone floor. All right, we're gonna make ourselves a stone floor right there. Look at it. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem, by the way. Digging through caves, it's a nasty business. Okay. Oh wow, man, they built that furnace fast. Okay, so hey, trick with furnace, and actually, I'm probably gonna be almost finished, I think, with this episode after I show you the furnace tricks, because honestly, it's too high stress. It's just very high stress, guys. Fighting off goblins. I need a drink. Okay, kidding. So I put this. I put the priority to 2. Not to 1, because if you have to choose between giving your guys bandages or putting wood in next to the furnace, then well, your guys are gonna die. And that happens a lot. So anyway, okay, so you'll notice that eventually they'll start putting logs. You know what the problem is? They don't have any logs to put there, so I'm just going to chop down some trees, if that's okay. If that's cool with you. And so they'll start putting logs next to the furnace. Now that's good, because it'll make your furnace much more efficient, and then you just want to craft coal to 9. Basically what that means is some guy will be crafting coal, while some guy is crafting bars, and it just means you never run out of coal, and they have the ability to make coal very, very fast, because you have 9 logs right here. And so it gets your coal from your furnace to your blacksmith or whatever very fast. It's nice. It's cool. It's coal. Oh, God. Okay. And we're just going to say craft 250. That's good. Okay. Beer. Yeah, so they're mining. That's cool. Alright. And it appears that they've discovered absolutely nothing useful. Cool. In their exploration. Okay. And, nope. Where are you? I think that's right. Yeah. Alright, and there you go. Okay, by the way, this is a sort of a way of strip mining things. I call it strip mining because you're mining strips, and you're also stripping the minerals in an entire section, and if you do this to an entire layer, you strip all the minerals from the entire layer. I call it strip mining because of that. Technically, it's more like branch mining, but in the real world, things aren't made of blocks, and you're not gnomes. So, you know what? I'm going to call it strip mining. If you have a problem with that, go play a game that more resembles reality. Like The Sims. Go play The Sims. I bet if you call it strip mining in The Sims, they're probably just like, you're an idiot. It's branch mining. But you know what? That's not going to happen to me here. Because screw you. That's why. Okay. Wow, I felt a lot better about that. Okay, hey, so look, they're... Alright, so by the way, they're making the 4-poster beds. They're making the 4-poster beds, but then one of the guys got just tired, and he just decided to go and sleep in his straw bed. In his straw bed. So, oh, crap, and a dirt golem has been spotted. Oh, that's just unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Good news is, hopefully, the gnomes won't die. That wasn't very good news at all. You know what's also very not good news? Is that they're trying to kill this dirt golem, and the sun just set. And you know what that means? That means that there are probably going to be goblins here, and they probably got in already. That's just unfortunate. Okay. Whew. Boy, talk about high adrenaline. Gosh, this game reminds me of like my first couple of days playing Minecraft. Boy, that was rough. Okay. You went inside at night and you were terrified out of your wits because you were afraid of creepers. I'm still afraid of creepers, but I face my fear. It's like I'm the Batman of creepers because Batman, he started out and he used to hate bats. I'm like that, only with creepers. Okay, anvil, ball peen, hammer, hearth bellows. All right, hearth and bellows. That's all I really need to remember. And anvil, of course. Thank you for making anvil. Hearth and bellows. Go up here. Make myself hearth. Hearth is a funny word. It's one of those words that if you say it a bunch of times in a row, it just starts to sound really funny. Hearth. 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 I don't know. It's weird. Try it sometime. Preferably, I don't know, when you're high or something. I don't know. It's apparently that makes everything funnier, but you know, I'll leave it to you guys. Don't play Gnomoria when you're high. It's the same thing, you know, going to get a beer when you play Gnomoria. Just don't do it, and because if you do, you'll die. You know, not you, but your gnomes. And you know, I don't think you really want your gnomes to die. I've been seeing some posts in the forums about whether or not our gnomes are actually moral creatures, because you know we do kill goblins, and technically, you know, maybe the goblins didn't do really anything to us except maybe they're trying to take their homeland back. Maybe they're the Native Americans and we're the white man coming to destroy the I don't know, the Goblin Kingdom. Anyway, and you know what's worse, we even eat them. That's obscene. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's silly. Regardless of whether or not we're the good guy, you don't want your gnomes to die. Don't play high. That's all. Okay, so now comes the part. Oh, hey, the sun's up. Okay, that's all right. Actually, you know what? No, it's not all right. Okay, I think it's about time for me to end this episode of the Let's Play. You know, we've got ourselves working, by the way, a working forge, a working blacksmith, and a working armor, and a working furnace. So the only thing that's really left to do is make a working weapon maker, and we don't actually need to do that at all, because in the sort of the grand scheme of things, the goblins that'll attack us have way more often weapons than they do armor, and the first goblins to attack you in every tier, that means, you know, copper or bronze or iron or steel, they only have weapons usually. And that means that when you kill them, you take your weapon. So really, you don't actually need an armor maker, or you don't need a weapon maker. But armor is good because it's always sort of a grab bag as to what you're gonna get from the. Actually, that's not true anymore. I'm sorry, I'm lying to you, because when you kill goblins, their armor turns into armor plates, and you can just use it to make whatever the heck armor you want. So, good news on that. Technically, I guess I didn't need I did need an armor, but to assemble them into armor. But yeah, as far as weapon makers go, you don't actually really need them. So we've got ourselves a working that. And we've got ourselves some 4-poster beds. I think in the next episode I'm going to have to start working to get their gnomes into their individual sleeping spaces, because if I don't, they'll all be sleeping on straw beds for the rest of forever. And we've got ourselves a butcher's shop and a whatever this. I love it. There's like stone on the table. This is a bone carver. I don't know why you need stone at a bone carver, but whatever. Anyway, and we got ourselves a nice little tailor shop going up here too. So we've made a lot of progress, you know. And here's the kingdom. The kingdom of the brimmed land is official. You know, it's still got a lot of trees. It got some saplings lying around, but it looks a lot better now than it did last episode. And you know, next episode it's gonna be even better. It's gonna be even more awesomer. And I guess you'll just have that to look forward to next time. So, alright, it's Dr. Kaboom signing out. I thought that would sound cooler, but it didn't. Okay, bye.